Good morning and thank you for joining us. This is the weather hazard briefing for Friday, September 19th. Taking a look at what we're expecting here for the next few days, we do have that ridge of high pressure starting to break down today with more unsettled weather expected for the weekend, with precipitation chances returning probably tomorrow, perhaps as soon as today, but more likely tomorrow and certainly into Sunday. We will have a second system, a quick area of low pressure on Monday that'll come swing through the region, bringing some cooler temperatures. But after that, normal to above normal temperatures return into the middle and latter part of next week. As far as our weather risk outlook is concerned, really not expecting much today. There's a very, very, very low chance of maybe an isolated shower, but for the most part, expecting things to remain dry today, with the more unsettled weather expected for tomorrow and certainly as we get into Sunday in the first part of the day, Monday, and then things look to dry out once again. Looking at the satellite from across the western United States this morning, big difference compared to 24 hours ago, a lot more cloud cover across the region. These clouds across the Great Basin will continue to stream across our area throughout the day today, so there will be some mid and high level clouds in place for just about everybody for most of the day today, but again, not expecting much in the way of precipitation from those, at least not today. As far as temperatures are concerned, very similar to what we saw yesterday, maybe a touch warmer by a degree or two in a few spots, but generally mid to upper 70s for most places, maybe some lower 80s as you get down into the lower Snake Plain into the Magic Valley. Winds are not expected to be a concern today, as has been the case for the past few days, generally just 10 to 15 miles per hour for the most part as far as winds are concerned. I mentioned there is a very low chance for maybe some precipitation today. If this does occur, most likely it'll be along the Utah-Nevada border. Not expecting any of that rainfall. If it does occur to reach the ground in all likelihood, it'd probably just be some virga. But there is at least a very slight chance of that today and later on tonight. But those better chances will be in place for tomorrow, as I've said. As far as our low temperatures tonight, tonight into Saturday morning, things will be on the mild side for this time of year, especially into the Magic Valley and lower Snake Plains, with some 50s, perhaps even mid 50s for overnight low temperatures, where the rest of the area will generally be in the 40s outside of our normally cooler locations that might dip into the 30s. As far as temperatures tomorrow, very similar to today, so not much change temperature-wise. Tomorrow we will still have those lingering clouds in place. Winds will start to increase just a touch, as we do have a system that'll be working its way into the area later on the day Sunday, so we will see winds increase just a little bit tomorrow, but the bigger change will certainly be the rainfall potential for at least the southern half of the area tomorrow. Again, the best chances will be along the Utah-Nevada border, but at least for the day tomorrow, that precipitation potential becomes a little more widespread, maybe reaching into parts of the Snake Plain tomorrow, with 20 to 30% probabilities of some precipitation, as well as some lightning associated with thunderstorms. As we get into tomorrow night, Sunday morning, again, it will remain mild across the area, with a lot of the lower elevations in the Snake Plain and Magic Valley staying in the 50s, so about 5 to 10 degrees above normal for this time of year, with the cooler locations across the mountain terrain generally hanging out in the 40s as we get into the first part of the day Sunday. We will have some more widespread precipitation chances on Sunday, so our temperatures do look to be a tad bit cooler with more clouds and rain in place, generally low to mid 70s across a lot of the lower elevation areas on Sunday, and winds will start to pick up a little bit. We do have that system coming through, kind of sweeping down from the Pacific Northwest late Sunday into Monday. So winds do look like they will increase, with some gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour possible during the day on Sunday. As far as our rain chances are concerned, just about everybody has at least a shot at seeing some rainfall on Sunday, with the higher chances focused across the higher terrains of the Central Mountains, Eastern Highlands, down along the Utah border, but you can see we still have 30 to 40% rainfall potential, even in the Snake Plain and parts of the Magic Valley. And there will be showers and thunderstorms around throughout Sunday afternoon. So that'll definitely be our best chance for seeing some rainfall across the area. Now we do have the system that'll swing through Sunday night into Monday, so it will bring some slightly cooler temperatures. As it does so, you can see it's more pronounced across the Central Mountains, as much of that system will kind of already be pushing through Sunday night into Monday morning. So we do have some sub-freezing temperatures expected up by Stanley, and some cooler temperatures down across the Magic Valley into the Snake Plain as well. Cooler than what we saw at least Saturday night into Sunday, but still running on the warmer side of normal for this time of year. Now that low, as it moves down, will basically be, there's still a little bit of model discrepancy with exactly where the low might go, but based on the model trends right now, it does look like Monday will be running on the cooler side. It's kind of a change over the last day or two as far as the forecast is concerned. So generally quite cool on Monday with 60s in the forecast for just about everybody outside of the higher mountain areas on Monday. So we'll see how things trend here with that over the next day or two, see if we have any more changes within the models. But after that system, it does look like we will return to high pressure once again, which will increase our temperatures to the warmer side of normal, probably for much of next week. We will have some occasional precipitation chances as well. And as we get into the 8 to 14 day outlook, models have continued to back off on what looked like might be a decent cool down for our areas, now not necessarily showing that trend nearly as much as they were a couple of days ago. So for now, the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook looks like we will stay around normal, maybe slightly above normal as far as temperatures are concerned, as we round out the month of September and move into early October. But things can always change that far out, so we'll just have to stay tuned and see what happens with that. But that's all I have for you this morning. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great Friday.